Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer from Fatheads. Somebody mentioned this, and now exists in my market, which is crazy. This is literally canned 2 weeks fresh. Next to that was regular Fatheads, but this is Fatheads Hazy Headhunter. Canned 2 weeks fresh from Total Wine. And I will say, hopefully you're welcome, Fatheads. They literally, I bought like almost an entire case of Headhunter, and then now the shelves are restocked with Headhunter, and they're like 310 fresh as well. So both canning dates. I was very, very patient and didn't buy another 6 pack of, didn't buy a regular Headhunter, but I probably will do this week or next week. Just because it's so fresh, like like I can't turn down that beer when it's that fresh. It's like world class beer, one of my favorite beers of all time, right? But new beer, obviously like award-winning brewery, known for making some of the best beers in the country, including Weizenbock, Hefeweizen, Imperial Red Ale, IPA. You could just, one of the most award-winning beers in the entire country, and they've now entered into the hazy realm. I will say I reviewed their 24-pack that had a hazy session IPA. It was one of the, or no, I think it was a regular IPA. One of the best sessions I've had in a long time, but this is their hazy. So 6.5%. They're going with that kind of like 70s theme to it. And they say hazy ways craze. Hazy ways craze. So Simcoe, Citra, Crush with the K is now a new hop that's entering the market that people are very excited about. From what I understand, it's for a lot of new IPA breweries or IPA breweries trying this new hop out. It's just a killer. Pairs with Citra, Mosaic. It's a slutty hop. That's how some people call it. It's again, hazy IPA, the slutty hops. All right, so yeah. Yeah. So not a big beer. Headhunter's 7.5. This is a 6.5 guy. Got all the like low colored wheat, 2-row spelt. I think maybe some dextrin malts in here, but yeah, I mean that's a beautiful pour, right? Wonderful white head on that, fluffy. Beer comes in a beautiful light gold color, but obviously like not completely opaque, right? It's got that medium-ish kind of haze to it. It's gonna be naturally not nationally distributed, but like in decent markets, shelf stable. So it probably has been filter centrifuge or something, I assume. But nice looking beer. It smells nice. I mean, that's just what like really good examples of like regional hazy smell like. Regional, I mean like stuff that you can find at a shelf instead of specifically at a brewery. So we're talking about the New Belgiums and Bells and Founders, blah blah. Whoever makes like hazy IPAs that you can buy at a supermarket, right? But it smells nice. Oranges, a little bit of sticky mango, a little bit of pineapple, melon character, a little bit of light herbaceous. Sweet candy character, a little bit of like Starburst, like I'm thinking like lemon, a little bit of red fruit too, maybe a little bit of like lemon and again get a Starburst and get the lemon and the strawberry one, just like scoop them together in your tongue. Smells nice. Cheers. Ooh. So we'll say 6.5. It's not the most luscious hazy IPA, nor is it like a boutique hazy IPA. The mouthfeel is fluffy up front with a little bit of that head, but it's only 6.5 beer, right? So it's like it's got this fluffy medium mouthfeel. Fluffy medium to medium plus, right? But nothing thick and chewy, not that sweet of a beer either. On the hop character, it is quite sweet. So it's like ripe pineapple, mangoes, a little bit of strawberry, starburst, a lot of cantaloupe going on, very melony, nice and clean, no polyphenol character, lacking in bitterness, a little bit of herbaceous green character on the back end, but a really nice crushable beer. This is a dangerous one. You don't want to keep this guy around. It's so dangerous. Really nice and drinkable, fruity, creamy, but also dry. A little bit of like, so the malt character definitely has that wheat tone to it. So it has like a malted grain, weedy, kind of like oatmeal, right? Like pale oatmeal cracker. It's kind of really, really pale grain character to it. What else are y'all thinking about? Like, just wafery, light white bread, Wonder Bread, pale white grainy character. It's fantastic. For a commercial example of hazy IPA that like obviously is like distributed to, I mean, how many thousands of barrels they brew this beer. This has to be one of the best. If you get a shelfie of this guy, because this is a shelfie, right? This is like, it probably sits at gas station supermarkets along with your local, Total Wine or whatever, Binnies or whatever you have. It is got to be one of the best. I mean, when was the last one I had one this good? Hard to think of. I mean, again, I do sort of like that Voodoo Hazy Ranger, whatever the thing is, the non-Imperial Ranger, and none of that like Tropical Force blah 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 BS. Oh, it's an way better version of Hazy Little Thing. It doesn't have the edges that beer has. This beer is more focused. It's more mango, cantaloupe, pineapple, ripe, while still carrying that kind of lighter mouthfeel. I believe Hazy Little Thing is around the same range. So if you're a Hazy Little Thing guy, you have to get this because this is infinitely better. Way more towards the boutique range of what, the great Hazy IPA tastes like. So, so good. Focused, tropical melon, red fruit character. Nice fluffy, nice mouth. Like not the biggest mouthfeel, but like for 6.5 beer, really nice mouthfeel. And then it doesn't have that kind of like, weird kind of like chalkiness or polyphenol character. Absolutely fantastic. As for rating, it's right around AA plus. I'm trying to think. Let's go. Let's give it 96 minus. 96 minus. That is an absolutely fantastic hazy IPA. I would say most people, like if you're into like, again, more like boutique breweries, treehouse, blah, 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 other half. This was probably, I would argue this is a hazy pale ale. If I go to a tap room and I go to, sorry, with the Trump hands, I'm all of a sudden doing Trump hands. If I got this as a hazy pale ale, I'll be like, you bet, that's exactly what this is. I wouldn't really necessarily consider it a hazy IPA. You know what I mean? Like, right? Like it's that range where once you get to IPA, hazy IPA, you want a little bit chunk, a little bit sweetness. This is a hazy pale ale, and you're right at the border of 6.5. So that's fantastic. So 96 minus, fantastic. Check it out. Hot, fresh off the print. Literally delivered 14 days. So they probably got delivery. I think I saw the tag. I think it literally got delivered yesterday. Yeah. And my memory's that's insane. So when you go to Total Wine, you could actually see the label where it says, beer, brewery, a little bit of descriptor, and then like the label of like when it was produced, and like they had to find a spot for it. It literally says something like find a spot for it or something. I forget the words. But this was literally delivered yesterday, so 13 days fresh. Sat on the shelf for one day. I bought it, fridged it, reviewed it for you guys. Hot, fresh. New York Times. You know that those newspapers where they go the rollers. That's me right here. Cheers. Later.